So, Robert's rules. All right, so the majority of the people, they came together and they voted this is the way it should be. Therefore, this is the best way to go, right? It's going to work this way. Very well might be, but let's just remember the people that didn't win the vote. What about that minority? Now, I'm not saying that I know I say so much stuff is racist. I mean, it's pretty much across the board. In America, you're running into racism all over the place. I mean, it could be used, obviously, but I don't see how this was any racist issue. But still, the minority. What do you do about the people who didn't get their candidate, or not just their candidate, but I mean, the thing that they wanted, or the thing that they were voting against? School levies, or I'm thinking about Cleveland. I don't know if Cleveland's going to come up with a new tax levy for the whole issue of a new stadium, but I mean, there's talk about getting a which the Browns probably will be getting a new stadium in the next few years. But maybe you don't want to be a part of that. I think they called it the sin tax. That may have been what paid for it. But what about the people who are just not the minority? They're not the majority who voted. My main. That's probably the only issue I have with it, really. But I just don't like Robert's rules, and it's the whole idea of Robert's rules has dominated this country, and maybe it does go back to, okay, well, the white people, we've seen a situation whereby we can oppress the people who are not with us, which, by the way, thank God, whites are going to be a minority. We're hearing within the next 10 years. Today is the 21st of March, 2024. It's not a whole lot of background here. I just throw the camera on and let it roll. I really can't think of anything else. I mean, it's just the biggest thing is, there's people that are left out, and there could be a whole bunch of reasons. What else they could have done. There's all kinds of other alternatives. So there's this. I don't want to go. I mean, people can use the word misrepresented. The rules are the Robert's rules, so that's what they went by. So you can go as, I mean, you could say it was a setup for purposely misrepresentation. And then we play this whole thing of taxation without representation, but that's completely different. But you're still running into, well, why do you even want the representation anyway? No, you're still running into the issue of, I mean, okay, so I'm 44 right now. There's people who are in their 80s or 90s, or they're in a school district. They're paying these real estate taxes, most of which is going to the schools. How does it affect them that the children are being in the schools and it's not their children? I mean, probably not even their grandchildren. They get to the point now whereby they got great grandchildren, and they're so old maybe they're even in a nursing home. How does it affect them? There's so much stuff that just doesn't affect somebody. So I don't like Robert's rules. And yeah, I mean, going back, hey, we can keep people down a little bit. I'm thinking, 1700s, 1800s, and of course not at present. When you know you got the majority and what you want, you can play that game.